Jacqueline here on Beef TV, home of Honestly Beef and Rockin J Farms, here to talk about a side of beef. Been getting a lot of questions, phone calls, emails. Does Honestly Beef do a side of beef? Yes, we do. So I do a quarter of a cow and a half cow. Everything is on my website. You can go to honestlybeef.com, on the menu, go to Feeding the Family, and I have the breakdown for you, because a lot of people have questions. What meats do you get back? You know, for example, if they get a quarter of a cow, I had a guy one time ask me, he said, so do I get the quarter that all the ribeyes are on? And you know, he liked ribeyes, obviously. So, you know, you get a quarter of what that cow yields, so you get a quarter of a little bit of all the different cuts. But you can go to a quarter or a half, whichever one you're thinking about. It'll tell you the different breakdowns of each meat. So, for example, you will get it in the exact same package sizes and all as the individual cuts that I sell. It's all going to be vacuum sealed. The steaks are going to come 2 per pack. The ground beef is going to come in 2 and 5 pound packs. You'll get some burgers, some stew meat, any of the organ meat. So you'll get some marrow bones. If you don't do broth, it's really good for making broth. If you had dogs, you could give it to them. You get a little bit of liver. The organ meat, a lot of times people don't want that, but I have a really good market for all of that. So if you kind of sweet talk me, I'll take some of the organ meat back and just kind of replace it with a little ground beef. So if you don't want that, you can let me know and request that. I'll be glad to do that for you. I've got the breakdown here for you. You're welcome to go on the website and get the exact, you know, ones, because I know you're not going to remember this. But the quarter cow is what I sell the most of. It's going to take a freezer, you know, like a medium-sized chest freezer if you have nothing else in there. If you have a stand-up freezer, you can easily get a quarter of a cow in there. So you'll get the 130 pounds of meat back in your freezer. So you'll get about 40 pounds of ground beef, stew meat, and burgers, about 13 pounds of ribeye New York strip, 5 pounds of tenderloin and petite medallions. You'll get 21 pounds of top sirloin steaks, flap and skirt steak. You get about 6 pounds of flank and flat iron, about 15 pounds of brisket and ribs, 20 pounds in roast, and about 10 pounds in bones, liver, and other organ meat. So that's what you get, all vacuum sealed, packaged, ready for the freezer. When you place the order on my website, there's a deposit. So the quarter of cow is $200 deposit, the half cow is a $500 deposit. That day, you'll put your credit card information in when you're placing the order, obviously, but only the deposit will go on your card that day. Then when the cow comes back, the meat comes back, and we've got it all packed, you'll be getting an email from me saying that your order was packed. I'll be contacting you on the different ways. Some people are local, they can pick up, shipping, delivery, just depends. We'll be contacting you about that, and the balance will go on that card at that time when your meat is picked up. So just wanted to kind of give you a little information. A lot of people have been really wanting to get a bulk of meat. The prices and the craziness going on, it's just kind of put people, it'll kind of put them at ease with, you know, a freezer full of meat. So I invite you to go on my website, honestlybeef.com, and take a look. Signing off. Thanks.